VMware Workstation 17 Pro is actually free, but Broadcom has made it really hard to get your hands on it. But I will show you how to download it, how to install it, how to configure the network settings, and how to also do a VM inside of this program. So let's dive right into it. Have you tried turning it off and on again? After Broadcom acquired VMware, they made it almost impossible to get the VMware Workstation Pro software from their support portal. You can log in, you can make an account, you can go in to downloads like I'm doing here, and when you scroll down and you are directed to downloading VMware, you are in basically a loop. But we have a link for where they actually store their VMware Workstation Pro. So here is the link, I will put it in the description. Let's open a new tab, and we don't have to log in. This is the direct link for all the version. Kudos to a guy at Reddit that found this one. So let's click here, 24, Windows if you're on the Windows machine, then for Core I believe, and there we have it. Start exe file. So click that one to begin download. It's not very large size, 245 megabytes. Okay, so we got the file. Let's extract it and see what we got. So you can right click, extract all, extract, and then let's run the installer. So let's click next on this one, accept the terms, next again. The VHP is to not interfere with the default Hyper-V in Windows. That is not only used for Hyper-V but also many other functions in Windows nowadays. So, and we can add it to the path, that's no problem. If you like, you can join or not join the VMware Customer Experience Program. Hit next, next. So this is very much a default installation. Let's speed things up here, so 5x speed, and we should soon be done with installation. So okay, we have the installation done. And it's actually created a virtual network for us also. Let's grab the shortcut. We can open up the virtual network editor, and here we can see the NAT network it created for us. So NAT mode is the one that I can recommend. Then your host machine will act more like a router for your VMs that you place on a separate subnet. So you can have what you want. I would go for, just to make it easy, 10.0.0 network. So the first free, if you go with this subnet mask, is the network address. Here I would go with 10.0.0, keep the number 2 for the gateway, and for the DHCP settings, depends on how many machines you want to be on DHCP and static IP, but for example 10.0.0.100 it can start on the DHCP, and to 10.0.0.254. So we have about 155 DHCP addresses. That's actually all you have to do for this NAT network. So it's stopping it and starting the DHCP again. So now when we create a new virtual machine, we can choose that NAT network. We go new machine, hit next. I will browse to Windows 11 ISO that I have downloaded, so we can see how to install a VM. With Windows 11 you will have to do a TPM password for the trusted platform module hardware encryption. It's no big deal, just put the password, don't think about it more, hit next. Then we will do a hard drive. I just want one file, so we customize the hardware here. 4 gigs is okay. Processor cores 2, and here we can see the NAT that we just created. USB controller. I don't need any sound cards, I will untick that, and the same with 3D accelerated graphics. That usually does more harm than good. So let's press finish. It creates the VM, and then we can power it on. I have a separate video for doing this, so if you want you can watch that one. I will just speed through here, as this is more of a video for the VMware Workstation Pro. So 20x speed here. We fill in the basic stuff, wait for the installer to just go through here. I'm putting in Swedish. It reboots a couple of times, checks for Windows updates, all the usual suspects. Yeah, now we're in. So we have our Windows 11 VM, and a good feature here in Workstation Pro is the Snapshot feature. So what I usually do when I install a clean VM is I do a fresh snapshot, so I always can go back to how it was when I first installed it. So this is more like a system restore point, but even better, because with virtual machines you're only working with files, no hardware. So if you mess up, you can just rewind very easily to this fresh snapshot you have right here. So here we can see snapshot and the date that I'm recording right now, and then we can see where we actually are. So very good feature in Workstation Pro. Let's X out of this one, and here we can see that we can revert to this snapshot with the time icons, and we can also do things like maximize the window and enter full screen, and you can even do a stretch mode if you have some weird aspect ratio or want the window to be a particular size. You can just activate the stretch mode on the top right icon. Then we have some preferences, of course, so you can see where to store the VM's default. You can also make the VMs run after you close the workstation, and some input shortcuts, display, dark mode, etc. So that's it for the options in VMware. And to see the network that we are connected to, go to the Ethernet settings, and here we can actually see that we are on the 10.0.0 network with an IP address of 101 in the end. There is the default gateway 10.0.0.2, so we should able to connect to the internet via our host machine, and no problem at all. If you learned something and like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye guys, take care.